Felicia, there are so many folks who feel not seen, they're not heard, they feel forgotten, with folks who feel like nobody sees me. What would you say to that?
See yourself. See yourself. See who you really are. See what's living inside you.
Yeah.
And you won't worry about anybody else seeing you.
I'm super excited because we have a sister on the show, and if you haven't checked out her YouTube channel, you have got to take a look at it. We will share that information with you later. But Nneka is an absolutely phenomenal educator, professional. When I say down-to-earth sister that has been very transparent and sharing information about Black women. And Nneka, I recently picked up your book, My Own Gaze, which is a memoir of an invisible Black woman. And watching your show is the reason why I reached out. So one, I want to thank you for joining us this evening. Extremely excited to have you on this platform. But if you could just introduce yourself, tell us who you are, what you do, and then how you got to the point where you decided to share your story about feeling like the invisible Black woman.
Do you find it strange that people comment on how you appear so much?
No, because I'm an African American woman and there is not enough time on the show to explain hair issues. But no, that being said, I took off my hair, I took off my wig because I wanted to step into who I was. And I felt like, and listen, I love wigs. I do. I still will wear a wig every once in a while.
I'm wearing a weave right now, so just so you know.
But for me, what I felt like was every time I put on a wig that I was apologizing for who I was. Being a dark-skinned woman, very curly hair, I felt like I was hiding it.
I have been talking about the invisible Black woman for a while, and every time I do research on this topic, I don't get back what I'm looking for, even when I put it in Chat GPT. And there have been attempts by some women to explain this concept. However, in my opinion, the topic has not been done justice, even to a degree, in my memoir. And in my defense, it is difficult to write a memoir. It's very personal. There's a lot of things you're doing, and there's a lot of things you want to protect. But with the rise of social media, with the opportunity here on YouTube, I think it might be a bit easier to explore this concept, this idea of the invisible Black woman. There's actually a YouTube channel that I just found called The Invisible Black Woman with 8 subscribers. Lets you know how popular this topic might be. But actually this woman does a decent job of explaining the concept, but again, she falls short when it comes to talking about what, in my opinion, is the most important part of this idea of the invisible Black woman, which is the emotional piece. You can say the perhaps the mental health piece, the social piece. To me, that is the most important, because this is the part that is invisible. And this is what a lot of people don't understand, is that when you're talking about invisible, and then we start talking about money and success and career and degrees, it's like, well, those things aren't really invisible. But if we want to go deeper, then we have to actually address what is not being seen, what is not being talked about, what are the things that we hide, and how do we hide it? And I have done my best with my channel for the last 3 years to expose this, which is why some of you know my slogan over here is making the invisible visible about Black women. But even with everything that I've been doing, I don't feel like I've necessarily captured the sentiment that I have wanted to capture. And so you all know that I am no stranger to doing a nice series on my channel. I will put together a series with no problem. And so that is what I am doing. So if you all have ideas of people, of Black women who you want me to profile, please put it in the comment section. Or, you know, people or ideas. If you have ideas about topics that you want me to cover in this series, I am taking feedback. So please let me know. I hope you are open to hearing, you know, the different perspectives and things that I'm going to be putting together. And again, this is coming soon. So right now I'm actually still doing the covered series, but I just wanted to pop in as your host and as your creator and let you know how incredibly excited and in many ways proud I am to do this. Because for those that don't know, excuse me, for those that don't know, this is actually why I got on YouTube. I got on YouTube to talk about the invisible Black woman. And to some degree, that's what I've been doing. But I think sometimes the concept gets hidden, you know, in all the trending topics, I guess, that I'm talking about. And so what I want to do here is really hone in and fixate on this archetype, this issue, this invisible problem in the Black community amongst Black women. And my hope is that if nothing else, I mean, this is not about solving a problem or solving anything, because I don't know if a YouTube channel can necessarily do that. This is about expanding the conversation. This is about increasing the awareness with the hope that after watching my channel, the Black women in your lives who you love, perhaps you can have a better understanding about them and what they might be going through or what they have gone through. I think it's easy to look at Black women as one-dimensional, which we often do. However, it's much more complex to view us through a lens of all the things that we may not want you to see. You know, looking at us through that lens, having that gaze, casting that gaze upon us, which is the gaze, again, that we might not necessarily be ready for you to look at. But if not now, when? So I hope you enjoy the upcoming Invisible Black Woman series. Stay tuned.